Good morning, Trilogy Fit. Saturday morning. I had these thoughts in my head. I have these little cards, that I put notes on when I want to do a video about a certain issue so I don't forget. I need to head out to go to work, but I'm going to try to make this as concise as possible. But it's just a thought that I've had for a while, and I really want to get it out there. What? This is about the genders. It's something that has been eating up at me for a while now. It's insane how we have come to a point where everything has become so polarized, right? In terms of politics, in terms of movements, and nothing is more polarized than the feminist movement, right? Nothing is more confuses me more about how if you speak your mind to a female and you say your thoughts directly, you're chauvinistic, you're macho. If a girl does the same way, a woman does the same thing to you, she's independent, she's strong-willed. If you explain something to someone because you feel like maybe they don't understand, you're mansplaining. I absolutely, that's one of the most childish words I've ever heard. But females can constantly explain things to you and condescend to you, and that's okay. We've come to a point in time where masculinity, real masculinity, not machismo, masculinity has been ostracized to a point of where you see it so clearly in the new generation, and you see something that is not good. You see males that are whiners, complainers, have no character, no conviction. They don't look in your eyes when they speak to you. Cowardly. This is a direct result of this toxic masculinity movement because we confuse machismo with masculinity. I love being a man. I love everything about being a man. That doesn't mean I have to disrespect a woman or talk down to a female. In fact, I want to empower females just like I want to empower males. I want to empower people. But what you get is this vortex that opens up. And now you have something like the incels, right? Involuntarily celibate. Goodness. You for lack of a better word, these are the pussies of the males, right? The lowest of the low, the cowardly of the cowardly. They have to complain because women are the way they are now. We are involuntarily celibate. They're not giving us sex. And so they've forgotten how to be masculine. They've forgotten how to push their chest out and be a freaking man. You understand? And this is what happens. It's one of the main reasons that the average relationship now, according to last polls, lasts 4 to 5 years. The happily ever after is a no longer thing. It's an exception to the rule now. And that is because there's such a disconnect. And part of that is because of this neo-feminist movement, which is more about misandry than anything else. We have to truly come back to the middle and start using critical thinking and logic-based thinking on how we should treat each other. It's because we use too much emotional-based thinking nowadays that everything is so polarized. I mean, I see it everywhere. I mean, when you think about the conspiracy theorists, and you think about the extreme left-wingers and extreme right-wingers, it's all emotional-based, right? And the same happens with this neo-feminist movement, right? And you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Less and less men. There was a survey that was taken from college students, and more than 50% of males said that they would rather play video games than have sex with their female. Like, I don't know, my generation, I would never want to play video games over having sex with my female, but it just goes to show where their mentality is at, where they have been pushed to, that they're now they're almost sexualizing video games as opposed to sexualizing their own female because they've lost their masculinity. So be careful what you wish for, because you will reap what you sow. And now what you have is a bunch of females that wish there was things were back to normal, that we had more men like they used to be. You know, men that courted you, and men that took you out, and men that took care of you. Well, you demanded something different, and you got it.